if you're going out the door, always bring a towel with you to put the towel on the door so the door doesn't fully shut. You get locked out. Um, so I did that. I sit down. I'm smoking my cigarette and I'm counting my money. All of a sudden, this big black dude walks up. He's holding something like a bag like this, and he goes, "Hey, let me hold something." And I was like, I looked up. I was like, "This, oh shit."
What's up, guys? Welcome to Line Check Podcast. It's me, Brendan Villarreal, your host, and today I'm in the studio with Brad. He's a homie. We worked together many moons ago at Padre, which was probably like 2016,
Yeah.
2017 maybe. But right now he is the bar manager over at Port City Tavern, and he's got some other cool, exciting news that he'll discuss to us later on in the episode.
Yeah, so I'm not just the bar manager. I'm also the beverage director, the HR person, the janitor. Bartender, bar back, dishwasher, event coordinator. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, I do it all.
You do it all.
No, it's been a great learning experience at Port City. I was strictly bar before, but now I'm kind of doing a lot of other roles, which has been incredible. Learning the business that I want to eventually, own one day. So that day has come, by the way, which I think we'll discuss in a little bit here.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's rad. It's good to see growth with all my friends.
Yeah.
I see it a lot lately. I'm seeing like everybody that I've ever worked with, they're just like doing a lot of cool things in the community, starting their own businesses or whatever it is, starting their own brand. So it's good to see that. Me and Brad surfed a lot while we also worked a lot.
Yeah.
And first, I don't know how are you able to get out into the ocean when you were a bartender?
Man, just a lot of naps. Sometimes you didn't sleep much. Kind of running off.
I mean, you be there like till like 3 a.m. or later.
Yeah, and I've never been a sunrise surf guy either. I'm a 9 a.m.
No dawn patrol.
Like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. I'm out there. Sometimes the wind picks up a little. You might get 45 to an hour of like solid, conditions, but yeah, I'm not a dawn patrol. That's just
it's craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go around like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Get a couple hours in, and then start my shift at like 2 or 1:30. Try to hurry up, make it in. Maybe I didn't take a shower. Still got salty hair.
Yeah, coming out of the river jetty, like you feel sticky.
Yeah, that's I haven't surfed in a really long time because I just been focused on doing other stuff.
Yeah,
doing stuff like this, I guess.
I haven't surfed in a long time. I have a 2-year-old, and
how's that been? How's it being a dad?
Actually, the schedule is great because you got all day, and you usually have to work at night, depending on and a lot of the stuff I can do from home too, which is nice. My partner / boss / friend, he's got that place dialed in like fully automatic, so it's like I could adjust the lights from my house.
Nice.
Everything's on a smart switch, which is great. Camera systems and stuff like that, which makes things a lot easier to run from home. But yeah, having a kid has been honestly the greatest experience of my life. It's just unreal watching her grow, her personality develop. It's amazing, it really is.
It's awesome. I've yet to experience that yet, but hopefully one day I will. But
Yeah.
Congratulations on that, being
Thank
a dad.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
cheers.
Cheers to that. So if the audience doesn't know or have never been to Port City Tavern used to be Iguana Kelly's.
Yep.
And it's located on Anaheim and Eximino. Yeah, it's right across the street from Tommy's, which we were just talking about. I'm curious because Tommy's doesn't come up a lot. Like I don't think really anyone talks about Tommy's unless you're from LA and you've been to the OG spot. But here in Long Beach, I don't think I've ever heard anyone say I love Tommy's except for my uncle. He took me there one time, like when I was 8 years old, and I thought it was the shittiest burger when I was 8, when I didn't even really have a palate yet.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Tommy's?
I've worked across the street for 3 years and I've ate it once.
Damn. That's
And
yeah.
that was that.
That says a lot.
Yeah, and I really want to like it because it has such a history and I don't even get the chili on the burger, which that's like the point of it, right? Like,
Yeah, I feel like I don't like it also when I had it when I was little is because I don't like hot chili on raw ingredients like fresh tomato, fresh onion, fresh lettuce.
yeah,
Like I want a Wiener Schnitzel style chili
yeah,
cheeseburger,
yeah.
which is just cheese patty and then chili.
Have you had a cheese
But
coney though?
I have. Those are
Yeah,
really good too.
from what's that place called? It's in Midwest. Cheese.
Pinks.
No, 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 no. That's the LA version,
Yeah.
I guess.
Okay,
But
no, I don't think I've had this one.
oh my gosh, it's gonna bother me. Anyway, it's like White Castle, but they're a Skyline.
Skyline. No, I have not
Skyline.
been there.
Okay, if you ever go to the Midwest,
Okay.
gotta go to Skyline Chili. They got that super fine grated cheese, on top.
Mhm.
They're like mini. It's disgusting, but but it's
I
also
mean, we eat like shit.
yeah, no, it's great.
But that's a big testament,
Yeah,
to say that you've only been to Tommy's once and you've worked across the street for 3 years.
yeah,
That says how bad Tommy's
I
is
know.
because I was prepping the other day and there's three options at a burger joint, like charbroiled diner burger joint, and then Subway and Chinese food. And I was like, all right, I'm starving. I don't got time to like make anything right now. I haven't ate breakfast. It's like already 2:30, 3 o'clock. I need to eat something. Got like shitty Chinese food, but it was not shitty. It was bomb.
Yeah,
But you know what I mean? Like to I need to eat something right now or I'm gonna die.
yeah.
And to not go to Tommy's, it's
We also
crazy.
have the donut shop on the corner, which I mean,
Croissants. Croissant
yeah,
sandwich.
yeah, but like, croissant sandwiches? I mean, anybody from Long Beach knows that spot. We used to get the dollar slushies. We used to buy our Swisher Sweets there for our blunts, and you'd roll up there, get your slushie, get your Swisher, and then roll out. And I still get the croissant sandwich there to this day. Which I mean, that's desperation move, but they're pretty much 24 hours.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's not other than those, there's not very many food options
Well, there's
late at night.
Selva.
Late at night though.
Yeah, not late night.
Yeah, we need more late night food spots in Long Beach.
Yeah, for sure.
We're really missing out on those. Been saying this for many, many, many years. Burger Daddy, which was across from Padre, was very short lived, but they were open
Yeah.
pretty late.
Yeah.
And that was like the only option that I knew of. And then, of course, the famous El Sal's.
Oh yeah.
The hot sauce will rip your butthole
Careful
apart.
of the green sauce, right?
Yeah. One night, I think I was working at Padre probably. I was really excited. Got like 12 tacos from El Sal's.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like so hungry that I just poured hot sauce on every single taco before I even ate one. I ate them like probably 3 of them. And then my mouth was just pure on fire, like numbness. Like I couldn't feel anything. And then it just ruined my night. I couldn't eat any more tacos. But if no one's ever been to El Sal's, it's a late night institution here in Long Beach. So you better check it out and just try the hot sauce first before you pour it on your taco.
Used to be called Bright Spot.
Bright Spot?
Back in the day, that
really?
was Bright Spot, yeah. And then
like Bright Spot tacos?
No, like I mean, there was 2 Bright Spots. There was one where Kenyatta's is now.
Okay.
I never been there. I heard my parents talking about going there back in the day.
Wow.
And my friends' parents.
That's a long time ago. Did your parents go to Wilson?
My dad went to Poly. My mom went to Milliken.
Okay.
Yeah.
My mom went to Poly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, then my sister and I went to Wilson.
Nice. Yeah. There's a lot of interesting spots and OG spots here in Long Beach. And I'm going to ask you this very controversial question, but give me your top 3 bars in Long Beach. Ooh. You can't name your own, though.
Okay.
Just to be fair.
All right. Number 1. Is this in order of like?
No, just your top 3 bars that you like to go to. It's a personal question, not the question for Long Beach. You're not speaking for everybody in Long Beach.
I love Mescalero.
Okay.
I like the cocktail program. I haven't been there in a year or over a year. I don't know what they're doing now, but when I was there, they were doing awesome stuff. I like the patio. I like the decor. I like the vibe. I like how I mean, I worked there, so I understand how, like, it was
I also worked there as well, and I
yeah,
enjoyed going there frequently
it
after my shift.
yeah, it
It's
was
like,
like a
let's walk upstairs and
yeah,
like get away from the
I
downstairs.
know. It was like a whole nother
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
world.
It's a
And they have that family kind of
Yeah, a lot of the OGs have been there for a
yeah,
very long time, and they're
yeah,
still there and still making really good cocktails.
yeah. Okay, so that's one, and then I would say um I don't like Second Street, so stay away from there.
A lot of bad stuff's been happening on Second
I know.
Street.
V Room. I love V Room. Classic industry bar. Um, you know, you get, cheap drinks and stiff pours, pool tables,
Jukebox,
jukebox. Yeah, just
leather
and
couches.
if you worked in the service industry and you got off a shift after midnight, you're going to V Room. Like that's just
Standard.
yeah. Um, let's see. So that's two. Such a hard
This is
question.
a hard question.
It really is. Um,
No one's asked me my top 3 favorite restaurants, which is probably a good thing.
I think I would have to throw Grasshopper in there because I mean, and that's based off of what they did to that place, like transformed it into just. I mean, I don't know if you went there
Nothing.
before, but
No, it was not.
it was bad.
Yeah.
But that wallpaper up top, the sparkles, and just like the little loungy, little. It's just got like a swanky kind of, like the vibe is just really really well done.
The bathroom has old pictures of grasshopper hunting.
Yeah, dude, they did a really good job with that place. Cocktail program's awesome.
Cocktails are delicious.
Yeah, so I think
That's 3.
yeah, Baby G's. Honestly, they're doing really great too. I just have to throw their name out there.
Honorable mention, Baby G.
Yeah,
I like that list. Those
yeah.
are probably like my top 3s as well.
Yeah.
I did a top 3 earlier this year, but I don't remember. But yeah, some of those are in there.
Yeah.
I put Stash and V Room together because I'd always just hop over, like, what's
Yeah.
going over at the Stash?
Yeah, that's why.
And then I'd be like, all right, it's kind of like, all right, here, let's go see what's going on at V Room, and then you probably go back to Stash again.
Yeah, most of the time you go back. Well, most of the time I was going back.
It depends. It depends which way you started.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, those were really good times. I really love all these places because I had a lot of good memories there. No, I'm gonna say all good memories. I never had a bad memory.
Yeah.
Unless someone's trying to fight me for a stupid reason.
Yeah, which happens, anytime there's alcohol involved.
Yeah, exactly. So as being like the person that runs the bar, what's some of the craziest things that's happened at Port City?
Oh.
I mean, okay, I went there on my birthday.
Yeah.
When I turned 30. I'm 32 now.
Okay.
And I'd never been there. I don't think I've been there yet, or maybe I just haven't been there at like a nighttime on a Friday or whatever day it was, and it was popping. There's like so much people in there.
Yeah.
And one of the bartenders there we used to work with too was also working. It's like, oh, what the fuck, you work here? I didn't know you worked here. And it was just really cool. And then it was also like I felt like I was in college or high school at the same time.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we've kind of gone away. Like, it's crazy what you could do with music and a menu and just kind of like what kind of events that you throw, because we were strictly like getting to the point where we were like all college. Like a night we were like, it was college bar, and then
is it because you're just close to the Cal?
Yeah, that helps.
Like
and
the
like,
closest.
we kind of went that route. We were like, hey, let's get this place busy. Young is good.
Yeah.
And it was cool because we had this like early cocktail crowd that would come in, and then I know I'm not answering your question at all, but it just
no, good. I want to hear it.
Yeah, the cocktail crowd would come in early, 5 to like 8. They'd leave, and then we just get packed. DJ comes in, and then it's just like it's chaos, and we're dealing with a lot of broken stuff, a lot of stolen stuff, a lot of fights, a lot of drama, and it's crazy because like. You look at the numbers of what it was then when you're dealing with all that chaos, and then now I changed the DJs up, I changed the cocktail menu up, changed the type of events that I do, kind of marketed towards more of a older demographic, and I don't have to deal with any of that, and the numbers are like pretty much identical. So
wow,
yeah, but also you can't do both because after 9-10 p.m., those college kids start coming in. All that the kind of older our age crowd is like, I'm out of here.
Start weeding out. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, I'm good. Like, I don't want to deal with this, which I don't blame them. But yeah, to your question, craziest thing, I had a like borderline homeless lady. She had money for some reason, but she was like definitely probably homeless, definitely unstable. Um, she really didn't like me for some reason. I don't know why, but I was actually asking her to leave because she was harassing a couple that was sitting on the couch, and I nicely, got to when there's alcohol involved, you always got to be very, very, patient and calm, and I nicely asked her to leave, and she actually took a glass and like tried to break it over my head.
What?
Luckily some people were around where we were able to like control the situation. I think I ducked. I think I got some like
bob and weave.
Yeah, I think I saw it in slow motion. Matrix thing went over my head. It was pretty cool. I mean, I've been called racial slurs, slapped in the face in the middle of the bar, and spit on by a tiny little Caucasian lady. And I actually like picked her up and just carried her out, and I just dropped her lightly
Gently
outside, and no, I mean on her feet,
yeah.
And I was like, you have to leave, like you're no longer welcome here, that was just two, and that was actually back to back, like maybe a week apart.
What a weird week.
Yeah, and two weirder things happened that I don't even feel comfortable bringing up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
There's crazy stuff happens in bars and restaurants, and
I mean, it's just it's been, but at Padre, nothing really too crazy happened.
Surprisingly, right?
Yeah, we're in downtown. I did have one time I let this homeless person use the restroom, and I was like, yeah, like I felt bad, and they went to the restroom, and then this lady comes up to me. She was like a mom, she had kids and stuff. She came up to me and was like, hey, you need to go in the bathroom and just look what's in there. And like I went in there in the women's bathroom, and there's a syringe in the toilet, like,
yeah.
So
it's very likely to happen in Long Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a homeless problem in Long Beach, and the city doesn't really do anything to change that, just by like moving them in different locations or more poverty-stricken locations, and it's just a problem in Long Beach, and the only way to help it out is by doing the city doing a better job of just taking care of it.
I think the Blue Line has a big part of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I lived next to the Blue Line for a long time.
Well, it's a free ride.
And that was the scariest ride, because I used to work in downtown LA, so I take the Blue Line from Long Beach to downtown LA, and I get off work around like 12 midnight or sometimes 1, and we try and catch the last train home, like the last train. So I was like a horror movie, like Midnight Train Express, where you have all the crazy people on that last train going to Long Beach. Like we went through Compton every night.
Yep.
And some guy was like, I'm gonna shoot everybody. Where the fuck is my phone? I'm like, bro, we don't know where your phone was. You were charging it. Like you were charging it, and then someone stole it. That's not my fault. That's someone else. That's your fault. You weren't watching it. But don't say you're gonna shoot us if
You commuted that train like daily, like
every day. Insane. Yeah.
Damn. Even the daytime one's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and then a lot of the stop I'd get off at, which was Willow and Long Beach Boulevard.
Yeah.
That one was where a lot of stabbings would happen, and I just lived in that one, by that station.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't ride the Blue Line after midnight, please, by yourself especially.
Yeah.
I'd literally on purpose try to look kind of homeless.
Yeah.
Just to like fit in. Like I wore my shittiest like jacket that was just like a weird olive green with like patches and stuff.
Here's a good one actually. That reminds me, I was at Federal Bar backing, and
dang, I forgot about the Federal Bar.
Yeah, I was like 22 years old.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, so the Federal Bar was a old bank converted into a bar, and also had a speakeasy.
Yeah.
Down there for all you younglings that weren't around back then. Yeah. But it was the giant big. Where was it located at again? It was on like Pine.
So it was Pine and like that First Street, but it's like that weird bus street that you can't drive on.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a national security bank in 1924,
Yeah.
and they turned the vault into a speakeasy. That's where I got my start, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Alejandro. Shout out to Daniel Flores. They brought me under their wing, kind of taught me everything I learned or everything I know today. Um, but yeah, no, I remember they gave me their tips one day. It's back to one of the craziest things that I've been through. They gave me my tips one day, and I was young. It was like maybe my been in the industry like that for 6 months, and they gave me my money. I went upstairs to count it, smoking a cigarette, counting my money, and I was sitting on like a like stairs with a brick wall behind me, and this is a kitchen trick actually. If you're going out the door, always bring a towel with you to put the towel on the door
Mm-hmm.
so the door doesn't fully shut. You get locked out. Um, so I did that. I sit down. I'm smoking my cigarette and I'm counting my money. All of a sudden, this big black dude walks up. He's holding something like a bag like this, and he goes, "Hey, let me hold something." And I was like, I looked up. I was like, "This, oh shit," because I was in a very vulnerable situation. Like he could have just kicked my
Yeah.
head and just took money. I knew that the door was unlocked, and I
Mm.
knew if I shut it, it would lock. So I like got up real quick, went in the door, and slammed it. And he didn't take anything, but that was scary.
That's scary.
It always taught me not to like be careful, especially you're leaving late at night with tips. So
Yeah.
be really careful when you're leaving. And like what reminded me of it was when you said you dress like a homeless person, because I see way too many servers leaving the restaurant and they literally have their apron tied to them. It's just like somebody so easily could be like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
you just
let me
got off your shift.
give me your
Obviously.
$200 cash and then give me your iPhone," and it's just too easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Downtown is it's not a safe place, honestly.
no,
Like,
not,
yeah, as much as they want to make it seem like it's a safe place, it's nowhere near that.
yeah,
It's all facade with all
yeah,
these high rises and luxury apartments. It's it's growing and Long Beach is changing, but it's still a facade. Uh,
yeah,
but yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
yeah,
make sure you guys watch where you're walking at night. Don't walk alone.
yeah.
Uh, keep your tips until you get home.
Mm-hmm.
Like neighborhood watch, Brad. So let's get a little bit more into cocktails. What's some of your favorite cocktails on your guys' menu right now?
So right now I actually have most of the bar staff doing the cocktails. I kind of wanted to get them more involved, more engaged. Not just with the menu, but it's the whole the
Yeah.
concept and everything.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's what we were talking about before. Is when you give someone ownership of what they're passionate
yeah,
about, they really take it to 100% because they want to feel like they can do something, and then you give
exactly.
them that outlet to do so, they're gonna do well at it.
Yeah. So I mean, I've been designing the menus pretty much. This is the
Yeah,
first menu where I kind of gave them more of like some freedom and stuff. So kind of gave them a direction to go. I told everybody to give me their favorite books. So they basically told me their favorite books, and I kind of had like a set of questions that I asked them about the book, like what kind of classic cocktail relates to it, what kind of like theme does the book have, like what kind of ingredients or flavors or kind of just color schemes or themes or garnishes or anything you could think of like in a set of notes that kind of um, you know describes the book.
mm-hmm.
So it was super cool because I mean they chose anywhere from like newspaper comics, like there's a Calvin and Hobbes,
Nice.
which and then I'm doing all this research and I didn't know Calvin and Hobbes is like a I guess Hobbes is a imaginary friend, and Calvin has schizophrenia.
I didn't know that either.
So they go on crazy adventures, and nobody like he doesn't exist.
That's
So,
crazy.
and then it was cool like learning about why they chose that and how it relates to him
Uh,
growing up. And then some did self help books like the art of not giving a fuck, the subtle art of not
yeah,
giving a fuck. Some of them did Curious George, which was super cool. Um, Dr. Seuss. I had a Dr. Seuss one. Mine was green eggs and ham.
nice. What was in that one?
Huh?
What was in that cocktail?
So I did a riff on like a hole in the cup,
Mm-hmm.
which is Usually it's cucumber, pineapple. It has an absinthe rinse, and you could do tequila or gin, and then lime juice. And there's a really good if you do cucumber, pineapple, and absinthe, there's like this beautiful, just I don't know what happens, but you know when flavors just work together, it's just really good. So I changed. I just substituted the cucumber for cactus, and yeah, that's it.
Sounds good.
Little riff. It was really good. And then those gummies that look like eggs. I put one of those on there.
Nice.
So like a fried egg gummy. Yeah, but I mean, dude, the amount of detail that went in the cocktails, like we had an Alice in Wonderland one, and we did like this pitaya grapefruit shrub with edible glitter, and then we were rolling like sage and oregano and some other herbs into a joint, and then we clip it on the side and light it.
Wow.
And it had like edible flowers and then our menu, if you look at it, actually we're kind of transitioning right now, but it's still up right now. But if you look at it, it's a book, and you swipe through the pages, and then each of them have a different, like pretty much just has like a image of the front of the book with the cocktail like somehow included in it.
That's cool.
So that you could like swipe through and kind of like it's really cool concept.
Yeah.
And it brought the passion back to the bar, which we were lacking a little bit. I know you know how that gets.
Yeah, definitely. It's always cool to find inspiration where you can find it. And if it's in books or giving your staff an outlet, then it's definitely, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
It seems like it worked for you guys.
It worked well, yeah.
Yeah. Sounds good. I haven't been there in a while, so I should come and check out the cocktails.
I think the next one's going to be an album menu.
Cool.
Yeah.
You have any ideas?
I mean, it's
like we stick on do a band first or a song first?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to be the album. So like you could choose a song if you want, maybe a main song, an album song you like. It doesn't really matter. Artist. But then I just have some marketing ideas. Like, those TikTok trends where people are like, it's so lame to bring up TikTok, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, it's like, they're like walking and they have their headphones in and they go, "Oh, what are you listening to?" And then they like take it out and they tell them, and it's stupid.
Yeah, I like that one.
You've seen that though.
And it's like the same people over and over again.
I want all my staff to do that. Where I'm like,
that's cool.
They're like,
cool.
It's just
That's how social media works. That's how you find the angle.
You use the trend, and then
exactly.
I just think it'd be really funny. And my dude, if you look at our social media, some of the shit that we do is hilarious. We did like a weather report one time when we were supposed to have that hurricane come through. And I'm like standing outside doing the weather, like it's like acting like I'm blowing away shit. But no, I think it would be cool and funny and kind of engaging, a whole platform.
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting. Did you have one of your bartenders was on an article or they won a bartending competition?
Yeah, Frank. Shout out to Frank. He's actually a good friend of mine for a long, long time, and him and I have done many competitions, never won, but we're still out there, And he finally got the dub, and I'm so proud of him. The Fernet competition, actually, which is awesome, in Long Beach. His drink was called Not Today's Street Sweeper. So if you're from Long Beach, you'll understand. But he did a really good job. I mean, that's using a very complex spirit and just kind of he put coffee and orgeat and banana liqueur and all the ingredients just kind of like round out Fernet's.
Yeah, like it already sounds great.
Yeah,
and I already know what Fernet tastes like.
Yeah,
that sounds like
which is really hard to make an ounce of Fernet taste good.
Yeah.
So I was impressed with the cocktail, and his presentation was awesome. We had a Fernet coin in front of all of his cocktails, which is cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this next business venture that you got going on. What's that?
So the owner of Port, which he's also a good friend of mine. He and I are actually purchasing Que Sera. So that's super exciting. We are we're this place is historic and it means so much to Long Beach. So just I think the fact that we understand that it's if you read these, nobody knows who bought it yet. So it's like hilarious reading all these comments. So there's like a whole comment section of like, oh, they better do this, they better do that. Like, it's funny. But
yeah, I mean, Yeah. Long Beach wants Long Beach locals to own places that are no longer owned by the original owner.
Yeah.
And we don't want corporate places taking over. So it's better you guys than someone else, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, I think once they figure out who it is, we're gonna get a great response. Because I mean, I'm born and raised in Long Beach. You know, my whole family's from here. You know, we have small businesses here that are from here. So I think just understanding what Long Beach is, and how the diversity, and um, keeping it that, keep
Yeah.
Long Beach, right?
Cheers to that.
Yeah. Cheers.
People don't think I'm from Long Beach, but I am from Long Beach, guys.
Aren't you from Lakewood?
Dude, you're giving out the secrets, man. Nah, I'm from Long Beach, born and raised, 32 years. I know I look like I'm like 25, but I'm not. I'm 32. But that's all the time we got for today.
All right.
It was good to have you on the podcast. I'm going to come into Port City soon and have a drink.
And Que Sera soon, right?
And Que Sera soon, too. Yep. Let's go hang out with Carlos as well. I've been trying to hang out with him as well.
Definitely.
That's it, and that's your line check for today. Make sure you guys go say what's up to Brad at Port City. Have a good day, y'all. Bye.